Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with another StarCraft 2 replay for you. So once again we have a great engagement in between these two pro players from the StarCraft 2 scene. So let me just start once again by introducing the players to you guys, as we have spawning here in the upper right in the blue it's Gumiho, and his opponent here in the lower left in the red it is Stephen Curry. And I can't really confirm if this is the real Stephen Curry or not, the basketball player. So yeah, very interesting matchup here in between these two pro. Also nice skin here used by Steven. I'm just gonna call him Steven here, as he's opening up here with a pylon, with a gateway. So yeah, let's just see how he does here versus Gumiho, one of the most talented Terran player there is in the StarCraft 2 scene. Also very much known for his mechanical build orders with those towers, with those siege tanks. And yes, Steven already moving out here with his probe, being really annoying. Getting a very early scout to see exactly what Gumiho is up to. And yeah, let's have a look at what exactly his plans are. His buildings are really nicely clumped up together here next to his base. Gateway is about to finish, gas is already up, probe is already being annoying here into the main, sees the barracks, sees the gas, so knows pretty much exactly what the build order is, and still waits now here for his probe to regenerate those shields. And yeah, he might even take out his first SCV, so very aggressive move out gameplay here by the NBA player. Yeah, let's have a look what the next steps are going to be here into this game, as Gumiho decides to expand at the same time, or almost. Steven also decides here to build up his expansion. So yeah, really interesting matchup. No early aggression by some proxy barracks here by Gumiho or anything by the Protoss, but the first Reaper is out, and this Reaper might be able to be much more annoying than this one probe. The probe could also hide another building. Let's have a look what the plans from Steven going to be here, and one Zealot is already moving out here for him, so very aggressive move out by Steven, perhaps wishing to snipe some SCVs early on. In comes this Reaper. Let's have a look. There are no workers here, so the Reaper will very likely just move straight towards the main. And are there any defenses? There is one Adept here, so it's hard to see exactly what units there are, given the fact that this is a really cool skin from Steven. Nice grenade. Let's have a look at this one Zealot as well. What exactly can he be doing here? Currently he's just chasing this SCV away, but there are two Marines. Both players deciding to be annoying as possible. The Reaper has to retreat. The Zealot still chasing those units around, but of course the Zealot without legs, not that strong early on, so he has to retreat. So both players just pretty much saying hi to each other with their first attacks. But look at that, a nice micro here by Gumiho. Should be able to take out the first Zealot from Steven. So yeah, Steven with the first loss. Let's just check the main from Gumiho. One factory into two barracks. Interesting enough. So look what his plans are. Of course he has to build a bunker, given the fact that Steven is really aggressive. We have a nice hidden robotics facility bay here by Steven, but it might get scouted out by Gumiho. Or is it? But exactly, he's adding also another gateway, so this could be a prison push, or he might even add some immortals here. Let's have a look what the plans from Steven are, as there is this another gateway being placed and yet another gateway, so it could be a strong hamming push here by Steven. But Gumiho already moving out with his Hellions, with his one Reaper, targeting now those workers. But Steven is prepared for this with those Adepts, with those Stalkers. So a nice harassment by Gumiho, sniping some workers here, but in the end Steven is going to fend this off. And his robotics facility bay has been finished, and he's warping in, of course, a shuttle. So yeah, sorry, a warp prism. So yeah, it should be a drop here into either the expansion point or the main from Gumiho. Gumiho continuing, of course, with a starport. Those medivacs really important for him. Gateways have also finished. More and more gateways units will be pumped out, and by the looks of it, they will be also warped in by the Protoss. Hold on, we actually have once again this Reaper coming in for Gumiho, being of course as annoying as possible, but in the end could get taken out here. Let's have a look. The Stalker moving really close, almost takes it out. 8 HP for this one Reaper. Very nice sneaky Reaper, and finally it gets taken out. But let's have a look at this one War Prism with those zealots, with the reinforcements in the back that could be teleported in. And yeah, Gumiho senses that something is coming towards his way, so his marines are really nicely positioned, and in comes the war prison, immediately getting targeted. But those zealots on the ground really strong, as more and more zealots getting warped in. Really nice stuff here by Steven, and a nice harassment at the 5-minute mark. He's already here with many zealots. I believe, yes indeed, even speed has been upgraded for those zealots, so Gumiho has to pull those SCVs, and those marines will be able to fend this off. A nice hold by Gumiho, as he's just losing some mining time, and now Gumiho also deciding to go for a counter-attack perhaps against Steven, as Steven at the same time is expanding. Let's have a look what exactly his next move are going to be. Perhaps he's going to once again teleport some units in here. It's just the zealots. And let's also have a look at Gumiho with his medivac. Gumiho seems to be prepared once again. Those zealots are really hurt. Steam is going out, and we also have a tank in the back, I believe, with splash damage. So a nice job here by Gumiho defending, at the same time counter-attacking, of course, those units. Steven has to pull all of those probes away, so much mining time has been lost in the meantime. Gumiho is holding here with his tanks, with those marines. Let's check the main from Steven, as he's still fighting against those marines. But yeah, those marines kiting back and forward, really strong by Gumiho. Once again targeting those probes. So many probes. Sadly, I don't see the probe count that has been lost. We can see, of course, the workers here in the lower part. Steven currently at around 13 versus the 43 from Gumiho. So yeah, Gumiho with a great harassment against his opponent. And let's just see how things will unfold. Finally, the medivac gets killed, and things finally have settled down. As hold on, there's Steven once again with his zealots attacking for Gumiho. Yeah, Gumiho deciding to unsiege. Another siege tank is coming here through, but yeah, Gumiho pretty much holds, and he even adds another supply depot just to block the entrance here. At the same time, he's moving out with those medivacs, and this could be a really strong push, especially at this expansion point where there is not that much defenses here for Steven. He also has a tank, so looking like a really strong push for Gumiho. More and more is being added, more units are being produced, and let's have a look. Is he going to be successful? His tank has landed. There's so many stalkers. The tank could of course siege up. I believe Steven is going to target the tank first. No, going for those medivacs. One medivac has been killed. Nice kiting now back and forward by both players as reinforcements are coming in, but the siege tank is also nicely targeting those units. A nice blink back and forth by Steven, but in the end so much damage being taken here by him, as the Lassies should be able to hold, of course, but yeah, he did take quite some damage, and Gumiho has to retreat. But at the same time, I see even a stronger push out here by him without any medivacs. So let's have a look how this will work for him. The stalkers are here, but they're pretty much hurt. He needs to be very careful, as those reinforcements will be able to take out the zealots. Now let's check the main from Steven, as reinforcements are pouring in. We even have a landed Viking, and more zealots now in the front dealing damage. Siege tanks nicely hidden in the back, but they will also deal splash damage towards their own units. And in the end, is it going to be enough? One tank has fallen, but the reinforcements looking really strong for Terran, as just a couple of zealots have been produced now for the Protoss, and here they are. But there's just so many marines, teamed up marines with backup by those medivac, and even this one tank, this hero tank with 5 kills already in the back, looking really strong for Gumiho. Such a nice game by both players. Really aggressive gameplay here by Steven, but in the end he's taking so much damage. He's bringing the reinforcements, but at the same time he's losing quite some workers. I actually see 34 workers versus the 55 for Gumiho, and even the army now from Steven seems to be crumbling apart. It's just 4 supply, now 0 supply, and yes indeed Gumiho has done it. Nice job here by him. So this is game number 1. Let's just jump straight into game number 2. And we're back with game number 2 here on 2000 Atmospheres LE. In the lower left, in the blue, it is Gumiho and his opponent once again in the upper right. in the red, it is Stephen Curry, and Stephen already moving out really soon with his probe towards Gumiho, just like in game number 1. So very aggressive gameplay here by Stephen, really throwing everything he has. Nice warping with those warp prisms, so really strong stuff here by him. Let's have a look. This once again, he's really early out with his probe, perhaps just to target this one SCV. Have a look at his main one pylon. Should be continued, of course, with a gateway. Yeah, let's check this out. Just like in game number 1, he's almost trying to take out this one SCV. We also see the barracks being made here by Gumiho, so pretty standard stuff. Just like we saw before with this one, Reaper should be, of course, option here for Gumiho. And yeah, Steven once again being annoying, trying, of course, to delay as much the production as possible from Gumiho. And he even might snipe this one SCV, but at the same time he loses his probe, so nice trade in between those the two probes. So here, let's have a look what exactly is going to happen. Now, as the gateway is about to finish here, he might add a cybernetics core really soon, or he might try a expansion cybernetic core. It is going to be here for Steven. And yeah, Gumiho also finishes up here his barracks, and let's have a look what exactly. We also even see a expansion now here by Stephen Curry, so his economy is really allowing him to do this. No production yet here, and Gumiho also only having this one Reaper, I believe it is. Let's check exactly where it is on the map, or he might have added a Marine, as we are soon about to find out what exactly is going to happen here. So yes, things a little bit calmer than like in game number 1. Finally, one adept is getting warped in, and we see the Reaper now finally moving out here on the map. See if he's going to be able to scout some units, to kill some units. We're about to find out. And yeah, Gumiho playing it, of course, really safe, as we've seen how aggressive Steven was in game number 1. See if this one Reaper can make anything happen, but Steven is already waiting for him with an adept. So nice anticipation here by Steven, as the nice grenade has also been launched here by Gumiho. Gumiho just checking the proximity here just to see exactly what Bisu is up to. So yeah, let's see what exactly the next steps are going to be here. Gateway, another gateway here for Steven. And yeah, Steven once again moving out with his adept. He might try to add more and more adepts towards his enemy. But yeah, we have a bunker with 2 Marines being finished. We have a factory here for him, so nice job, as he's adding more and more barracks. Might even add a starport really soon. And yeah, let's see what the next steps are going to be here. Worker wise, both players almost at the same worker count. Army wise also at the same, almost at the same worker count. So pretty standard gameplay here by both players. And let's see what the next steps are going to be. No starport yet here for Gumiho. Also no robotics facility. Actually, there is that robotics facility bay here for Steven, as he might try once again to go for a drop towards the main from Gumiho. And yeah, Gumiho playing it really safe, adding finally this one starport, as medivacs are really much needed in this gameplay. Let's see if this one Hellion and the one Reaper will be able finally to take out one probe. That is here, nice grenade, and even another Stalker is getting now warped in just to defend this location. Nice job here by both players. Very calculated game. And let's see what exactly is going to be happening now. Warp Prism once again, just like in game number 1, he's going for this one Warp Prism. Should be able to do a nice warp in here against his opponent. Let's have a look. Massive amounts of adepts this time. Not that many zealots, just one stalker. And in comes the Warp Prism. Let's have a look. Is Gumiho already having a medivac out? Almost there. His defenses are also nice here, but Steven is already on the move out with his Warp Prism, with his depths. Let's have a look. Is he going to be able to make something happen here against Gumiho? As Gumiho is also having his one medivac out here, and in comes Steven with his, just like in game number 1, the same tactics. But hold on, we have a nice mine this time by Gumiho. So Gumiho will be able to snap this one prism, so nice job early on here by him. Really great anticipation and nice sniping this one. For prism, huge blow here against, and we even have one mine hidden here for Gumiho. So Gumiho with a really early strong defense against Steven. Really nicely done as he's adding more and more barracks. Let's have a look at the answer here, and yet another prism, so Steven pretty much stays at the same tactic. Is he going to massively warp in? Is he going to be successful? He needs to be careful against this one mine here, as more and more zealots are being added by the Protoss player. Even Blink has started. Let's have a look if he's going to have some success. In come those zealots. At the same time, Gumiho moving up with a really strong, huge force of Marines. He even salvaged this one bunker. So no defenses being left for Gumiho. Just a couple of mines as those zealots are pouring in. But at the same time, steam is up and the Marines are fighting nicely forward, nicely unpowering everything. And Steven already in some serious trouble. At the same time, the main is under siege. But there is a siege tank. So yeah, Gumiho moving even more and more forward. He tries to recall, he tries to teleport back. There's just a couple of zealots and so many Marines. And yeah, this has to be once again the GG. So Gumiho taking this series against Stephen Curry 2-0. Such a nice gameplay here by both players. Very aggressive, very fast games here. Stephen not playing around. I guess he just has to go back to his basketball training. So really nice job here by both players. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is your host Tommy signing out.